Hello everybody, welcome to Sim Race TV. We're live tonight from the dirt track at Charlotte for the Southern Super Series Virginia Sands Memorial 100. Yes man, it's the Southern Super Series presented by SDR back here on SRTV Network, man, and it is going to be a good one. We got a lot of cars out there tonight. Very special night here tonight. In memory, in honor of Miss Virginia Sands. And my thoughts and prayers go out to the family, so I get a little choked up. A little tough. But yeah, man, these cars, 100 laps here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Everything kicks off here in about 7 minutes. Hot laps start off at 8:30. They're gonna do qualifying. Actually, I believe hot laps already started. I'm not for sure, but I know qualifying is gonna be group qualifying, 10 cars at a time. They're gonna get 5 timed laps. The top 20 will be locked in from qualifying. Then they're going to run 2 consolation races, and the top 3 from each one of them will advance to the main. They're going to take 26 cars here tonight, and I'm excited to see this one. Southern Super Series always comes out and puts on a good show. A lot of great people doing a lot of great things out here tonight. So get ready for this one. Get all your drinks and your snacks and you know, whatever you might need for a great race here at the dirt track at Charlotte. While these guys are out there doing what they got to do, we'll just kind of kick back and watch them. But once again, it's the Southern Super Series Virginia Sands Memorial 100 live here from the dirt track at Charlotte on Sim Race TV. And check out the Southern Super Series presented by SDR on Facebook. All the stuff you need is in the description of the video, so check it out. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch TV. So however you're watching, we definitely appreciate that. And these guys are out there running around right now. We're looking at the number 99 machine of Brandon Weatherford. But right now, this guy, the 021, Hayden Cardwell, well known out there in the dirt racing world. He's got the fastest time of the night right now in this practice, or in this qualifying session, with a 15.377. And he's about half a tenth faster than Zach Fine, which is, you know, very special guy out here tonight. You know, his grandmother, you know, passed away. Miss Virginia Sands, so hey, I'm pulling for the 17 tonight. And thanks to everybody out there watching, man. Chase Sands, you know, my heart goes out to the family. I know how tough it is. Kind of hard to talk about. Get a little emotional. A lot of cars, man. I tell you what, I believe 39 cars here tonight. Before we get these things kicked off, we'll do a little something a little bit special for you guys. So if everybody could join me, we're gonna do a moment of silence here in honor of Miss Virginia Sands. All right, here we go. These guys are about to go out and run some laps here. I'm excited for this race here tonight. I've been thinking about it, you know, today at work when I was Thinking about this race here tonight, I wasn't sure how many cars would be here. A lot of cars. It's good to see a good turnout for an event like this. And it's an honor to be up here, to be the one calling it. So thanks to Mr. Cardwell for letting us jump on board here at the dirt track at Charlotte. One of the good tracks, man. This is a fun track to run at. So here we go. The cars are pulling off onto the track here. They're gonna do group qualifying, and let's see who's all out there. Jonathan Cooper's out there, the 128. We also have David Cardwell out there, the 07. The number 9 of Jeffrey Mays as well. Chris Sorencia, the number 78, showed up here tonight for this, and David Cardwell puts it on pole here with a 15.332. Knocks off Hayden with that fast time. Daddy out there showing them how it's done. That's right. Drawers. I'm just reading some of the comments out there, man. Travis, Darlene Sands, miss you, mama. Jamie Sands, miss you so much. Chase Sands, R.I.P. mama, love you. Y'all trying to get me choked up. It's working. I'm hanging on to it though. All right, there's our first group. These guys are writing down the times. I'm not sure how that's going down. Right now, the first group is done. Moving on to our second group. Hang on. We're gonna run, let's see. It's gonna be 10 cars. 10 more coming out on the track here. The one that's running this program over here is David Cardwell. He's telling these guys, you know, who's going out on the track. They ran some hot laps earlier, and that's going to determine how they go out on the track here in this qualifying session. They only got a few practice laps, enough to knock the slime off the track, they said. Then they ran 8 hot laps to determine where they was going to start in qualifying, which is underway right now. The first 10 cars, they've already went. Looking at some of these times, Bailey Cardwell, that is David Cardwell. He ran a 15.332. Hayden Cardwell with a 15.369. Zach Fine, the grandson, 15.5 or 439. Russell Snellings with a 15.456. Dan Smolders rounds out the top 5 with a 15.488. And we got Jay Place, the number 16, out there heading on the track. JD Literal, Darren Literal, the number 83 out there. Also, the number 24 machine is on the track as well. And I'm not too familiar with these cars, so you gotta, hey, you know, you gotta bear with me. This is just a special event, nothing that I'm used to. But the 24 is Troy Stuckwish, and I'm very familiar with this 24 machine. Very fast driver. We also have Cameron Evans out there in the 02, the number 6. That's Adam Bradley. He's out there. Hang on a second. We'll get a shot of that. Well, number 6 of Adam Bradley. We got Buddy Mills Jr., the number 51. He's out there. Last lap was a 16.739. Chris McGuire, the legend, the number 35 machine. 15.883 right now, 15.4. He threw down a 15.4 that last time by. He moved it up a little bit higher there. Comes into the top 5 there. 5th, the 35 machine of McGuire. I'm a big fan of Chris McGuire, by the way. Pretty good dude. Let's take a lap around with one of these guys. Zach, the best I can do, I can reset trading paints. I'm not sure. It's usually not an issue on my end. I know trading paints had an update when the new build came out, and it's updated. So I can try resetting it for you there, unless you think it's another issue. But yeah, let me know if you want me to reset it, and I'll reset it for you there. Maybe we can make something happen. Get that paint job up, especially if it's a special paint scheme. I'd love to show that. And anybody out there with a special paint scheme for tonight's race, let me know who it is, and we'll get a good shot of it here. Brandon Bolton out there, the 124 machine right now, just now wrapped up his qualifying time. Comes in 4th with a 15.453. And that's going to be your second round of drivers there, and we're going to have one more round at least. Let me see. We got $43 drivers tonight. Wow, that's the largest field I've seen. But only 26 going to make it, so 13 of these guys at least going to go home. Actually, what is it? 17 drivers going to go home here. So I don't want to get started with math, but we got our next group going out here. We're looking at the driver of the 05 of Caden Jackson. Also the 37 of Blake Cannon. He's a fast machine right there. Watch out for that guy. He will be trying to come up through the field. And also Jason Hooker there in the 45. We got Michael Wilson out there on the track there. He's in actually the 22. And also we got Will Bailey there. Gonna be last but not least there. We got the 69 of Jesse Hickman. Curtis Upoff, the number 129 machine, and also Dustin Sizemore, the number 11, and Dennis Patridge Jr., the number 29 machine out there. All right, let's take a look at some of these guys' times here. I'll throw this up on the screen for you, just so you can get a look at who we're looking at, and also we'll throw up the top 10 in qualifying here, so you know who the fastest is. You got Cardwell, Fine, Bolton, and Snelling's your top 5 right now. You got Chris McGuire, Chase Swafford, Derek Smolders. It's not Derek, but Dan. It's Dan Smolders. I ain't even got to look. Mays and Webster rounds out the top 10 right now. The 29 of Dennis Patridge Jr. last. Fastest lap is a 15.756 as he comes off of turn number 4. Let's see what he throws down this time by here. It's going to be not faster than that 7.56, or it would have changed there. So we're going to look over to another driver, the 37 of Blake Cannon. He's got a 15.540 right now, running that top groove in the 37. Looking very good up there as well. Dustin Sizemore so far with a 636 in that number 11 machine. These guys only get a couple laps to qualify. Will Bailey, he threw down a 15.648. Jason Hooker with a 15.704. Michael Wilson, 15.752 in that 22 machine. Our next group's headed out on the track. Here we go. Looks like the number 19 is going to be one of the first cars out there in this group. Mark Canizaro, the number 19 machine. Some of these names, sometimes I'm not so good with names, so, you know, forgive me. Let's take a look. Let's see when he goes out on the track. We'll try to get a shot at that car, but right now he's with so many cars in here. I can't just switch to him. I do have to wait for him to go out on the track before I can show you their paint jobs. And even if they are sitting down on pit road, these guys, there's not 43 pits inside the dirt track at Charlotte, so they do double pit here. And you know, it makes it a little bit difficult, and I'll show you, and I'll give you an idea of what I'm talking about here. We'll take a look down at pit row here. Just 1 second. Let me take care of something real quick. All right, our second group's going out. This next group, Scotty Grabansky, Mike Drury in the 725. We also got Derek Dryman, Andy Jones. That's the 911, that's Andy Jones. We got Bryant Ward, the number 33 machine right there, sliding around through turns 3 and 4 as we speak. Devin Rooks, the number 13, he showed up tonight for this event as well. Dan Smoters, which he's already been out. Mike Drury, the number 725, we said that already. Trying to keep an eye. There's so many cars, it's kind of hard to keep up with. So, you know, bear with me on that. Darren Friedman as well, an 89 machine with a 15.559. That puts him down at 15th so far. Well, 14th. He just moves up another spot there. Still David Cardwell with the fastest lap of the session. And keep in mind, these times are locked in. Oh, the 444 has some trouble there. Hits that inside wall there. That's Derek Dryman down there. But that was at the end of the run, so it shouldn't cause any trouble there. You get a good shot at pit road right there. The 05 pulling off out of his pits. Got a lot of cars, man, a lot of cars. Let's see if we can get a shot while they're in the middle. Who is we gonna look at? Let's see. Zach. Let's look at Zach. Zach's not on the track. He's not in his car, but it won't show it anyways yet. Zach, if you're out there listening, you think I should restart trading paints to see if that'll help out? All right, Edmund's doing work down there on pit road, and he's trying to get things sorted out. I think we've had 40 cars qualify so far. Pretty quick as well. A lot of these times are awful close just looking at them right here. So you got David Cardwell on with the fastest lap of the session here, 15.332, and then drop down to 15th is a 15.567. So you're looking at a little over 2 tenths separating the top 15. All right, we can do that in just a second. 10-4. All right. All right, so these cars are gonna refresh here. Trading Paints is downloading everybody's paint job here. This thing's about to get underway, man. Like I said, y'all better get ready because this is going to be a good one. It's 100 laps here at the dirt track at Charlotte for the Southern Super Series presented by SDR there, Virginia Sands Memorial 100. Very special event here tonight. And you see what I mean right there, right in front of you. You see how they're double pitted there. The 6 and the 111's also in the same stall. There's actually 3, maybe 4 cars in each stall. So it's a little different here, but I'm watching Trading Paints here. It's 50% done, 50% to go. Look, you see another one. There's actually 3 cars in that stall right there. Here comes another one out. So that's what I was saying about pit row here. There's 43 cars out there, and there's probably about 10 pit stalls. So you do the math. There's about 4 in each stall at least. All right, we got some cars moving around out there. It's going to be the number 11 of Dustin Sizemore pulling out there. Also Adam Bradley in the number 6. Jonathan Cooper. Now what we got going on right here, ladies and gentlemen, is our first consolation here, and the top 3 will advance out of this because the top 20 are locked in from what you just seen right there, that group qualifying. So we'll take this down and we'll throw this up. The top 3 will move on, and it's not going to be right. Okay, so that ain't going to work. It's going by times, and we're in qualifying sessions, so it's so I can't use that. This is our first constellation here. We got one more coming up after this. The top 3 will advance. All files are up to date, so Trading Paints is up to date. All right. They're getting set to go green. Up front, the pole sitter here, the one that's going to be starting them off in this one. It's going to be Jay Place. On his outside, that's going to be the 99 of Brandon Weatherford. Second row inside, it's the number 6 machine. 6 cars. Adam Bradley. Alongside him is going to be the 45 machine. Let's see. That's going to be Jason Hooker. Third row inside is going to be the 128 of Jonathan Cooper. Actually, they're switching it up now. Dustin Sizemore moving up to the second row inside. So scratch all that good stuff I just said. David trying to make it tough on me tonight, but that's all right. I can hang in there with the best of them. When iRacing used to have, or when iRacing didn't have heat races, they used to do it like this. So it brings me back to the old days of the Southern Super Series, man. But they used to put on a great show. All right, Jay Place. The 021, that's Hayden Cardwell. They're making their way down the backstretch, and they're going to get the green flag this time by, I believe. But don't quote me on that, folks. I'm not the boss. Everything I say is unofficial here. Here we go. Maybe not. Psych. Gotcha, didn't I? No heat races, man. 2 consolation races, which is this right here. This is the first consolation race here. The top 3 is going to move on. Jay Place on the pole with the 99 on his outside. Brandon Weatherford there. Dustin Sizemore alongside that number 6 car of Adam Bradley. They're starting in the first 2 rows, and now we're green. We're racing here. The first consolation is underway. And Jay Place wastes no time getting out there on him. And he leaves the racing behind him here. Let's check it out. He is checked out on him. Let's go back to Brett. Oh, we got contact in the back. Big trouble. And the 51 goes around as well. It's going to take out Buddy Mills. And they're going to throw a caution for him. So we're under caution. That's awesome. I thought they were going to run that out. So glad to see that. Give all these guys a chance to run in this 100-lapper here tonight. Mookie Haney out there in the 000. Donald McGregor, or actually the number 12 of Michael Grennert's out there. The 22 is Michael Wilson. And I'm starting to hear Michael Wilson's name a little more lately. Jason Hooker in the 45's out there. The 128 of Jonathan Cooper. But that was a great restart by Jay Place here last time. They're going to have to watch out for him, because if he gets another great restart like that, he might just steal the show here. But the top three will advance to the main here, the 100-lapper. Oh no, we got trouble. Wow. Oh no. And that really happened, folks. That really happened. Looked like some kind of technical issue there for Jay Place. So I'm sure he didn't want to see that caution after that. Oh man, Jay's sitting on the track. He's gonna have to call the tow truck here, because they're getting set to go green this time by, I believe. Not sure what happened, but race control has halted racing for right now, and I hate to see that for Jay Place. Jay did call the tow truck, got his car off the track. He is in the pits now. That's going to leave it up to the 11 here. Dustin Sizemore with Brandon Weatherford on his outside. The 128 of Jonathan Cooper. And the 22 machine there, Michael Wilson. Third row is going to be the 12 on the inside. Number 12. Pretty fast car. They're going to watch out for that 12, because in qualifying, let's see. Okay, the 12 is Michael Grennert. There we go. And I can't make out the number on that. That's Mookie Haney there in that all-white machine there. Also the 45, the 51. And we're back green here. Dustin Sizemore leading this one. Brandon Weatherford trying to run him down there in the 99. And we got a side-by-side battle here with Mookie Haney. Mookie Haney's got the 128 alongside him there. Jonathan Cooper. Mookie Haney moving up quick, up to third right now. Dustin Sizemore, he's your leader. Brandon Weatherford in second. Mookie Haney up to third, making a move here alongside Brandon Weatherford there. Weatherford up high. Mookie Haney down on the bottom. Takes over that number 2 spot there. And I believe that's going to do it. Unless that's a caution. We'll say it's a caution for now. We'll have to find out and see, but if the race is over, it's going to go to Dustin Sizemore, Mookie Haney, and Brandon Weatherford will be locked in. What a drive by Mookie Haney. Comes up from the back to lock himself in. If that is the checker flag. Actually, the caution flag is out because they are still on the racetrack. Well, that's going to give Mookie Haney a chance to steal this win away from the number 11 of Dustin Sizemore. So we might have a battle between Sizemore and Haney. We'll have to find out how this turns out. It's going to be a good one, I guarantee you that. These two guys will battle it out, but they better watch out because the 99 of Weatherford's there as well. Mookie Haney gets a great restart there, but so does Dustin Sizemore. Weatherford moves up to the high side. The 22's up there too. Michael Wilson using that high side. Mookie Haney got a fender to the inside of Dustin Sizemore as they came into 3. And alongside him there as well as they cross that start-finish line. Dustin Sizemore still in the lead. Sizemore, Haney, and Weatherford still looking good in the top 3. The 22 moving in, Michael Wilson. Or the 128, sorry, the 128 of Jonathan Cooper. So it's Sizemore, Haney, Weatherford, Cooper, and Wilson. Weatherford gets a little out of shape there using that high side. Don't lose a whole lot of track position there to the 128 of Cooper. And he holds on to the number 3 spot as Sizemore leads another lap here in hopes to take away the win here. But Mookie Haney, he ain't gave up yet, still charging hard as he hammers down off of turn number 4. Sizemore with the win for this consolation here. Sizemore, Weatherford, and Cooper locked in. We'll be advancing to the main here. Top 20 from qualifying. They are locked in. So we have 23 cars so far that are locked in. And we're going to run another consolation right here to see who the other 3 that's going to make it in is. At a beautiful track here, the dirt track at Charlotte. Puts on a great show, and a lot of great drivers out there that put on great shows. Second B main underway here. They're getting everything sorted out down on pit row, and they're set to come out right now here. Our first car coming out here is going to be the number 24 machine, Troy Stuckwish, and he's starting up front. If he is, they better watch out because Troy Stuckwish is a force to be reckoned with, especially at this track, the dirt track at Charlotte. And he's going to have, it looks like, the 15? Is that the 13 of Devin Rooks? Oh, they've battled before. Stuckwish and Rooks go at it all the time there. We also had the number 27 there of Will Bailey starting second row inside. He's going to have the 78 machine alongside him of Chris Orencia. Right there, you see him. And in the third row, we're going to have the 02 machine of Cameron Evans. Looks like the number 19 of Mark Canizaro is going to be on his outside there. Then it's going to be the 911 machine of Andy Jones and the 29 of Dennis Patras Jr. And I believe the 69 of Jesse Hickman and the 44 of Donald McGregor. All these beautiful cars out there getting set to run another one here. Up front, Troy Stuckwish. He's going to be the man with the plan. And he's going to try to put the hammer down here as we go racing awful quickly. We're green. Troy Stuckwish wasted no time there. Caught me off guard as well. But look who it is, Devin Rooks. Devin makes that move, and now he is fighting with Troy Stuckwish for that top spot to win this heat race, or to win this B main, and lock himself into the 100 lapper coming up. The 78 machine trying to stick his nose in there as well. Right now he's locked in though. 78 of Valencia. The 27, he's in fourth right now. A lot of names in here, man. The 27 is Will Bailey, currently holding off a pack of wolves behind him. We got a battle for the lead up here. Troy Stuckwish and Devin Rooks. They've been going at it for 3 laps so far, right in front of Chris Orencia. Devin Rooks on the high side. Troy Stuckwish a little upset and bobbles it there and loses the lead to Devin Rooks. Chris Orencia makes his way around him as well, and that's going to knock Troy back to third. Still locked in right now with a nice gap between him and fourth place. And fourth place is the number 19 machine. It looks like 19 is Mark Cannizzaro. Oh, contact between the 29 and the 27, and it collects Andy Jones in the 911 there. Dennis Patridge Jr. is in the 29 car, and I'm not sure if this is a caution or if that's going to put an end to it and give Devin Rooks the win. Hang on just one second. Let's see. All right, we're under caution here. This one ain't over yet there. But right now, as we take a look at our running order, it's going to be Devin Rooks, Chris Orencia, Troy Stuckwish, your top 3 locked in right now. The 19 of Mark Cannizzaro, he's in fourth. And then we have the 02 of Cameron Evans. That's your top 5 right now. The 29 of Dennis Patridge Jr. in 6th. And the 44 of Donald McGregor. He's in 7th right now. It's your top 7. As we get set to go green here one more time, Devin Rooks puts the hammer down. Devin gets out to a nice lead there. Troy Stuckwish still holding on to that number 3 spot as Chris Orencia is stuck in between those two. We got a battle for 4th right there. The 02, he is side by side with the 19. That's Cameron Evans in that 02. Mark Cannizzaro in the 19. Looks like we got a little bit of trouble there in the back, but they hung on to it. So we're going to stay green here as Troy Stuckwish slides off of turn number 4. Still the last one above that cutoff line. He is locked in, but he's got to stay in front of that number 19 of Mark Cannizzaro. Can he do it? Mark Cannizzaro starting to become under fire, and that's going to put an end to it there. Devin Rooks, Chris Orencia, and Troy Stuckwish make the show here. That's going to do it for ours. We got our 26 cars here that are going to start off in the main, the feature race here tonight. 100 laps at the dirt track at Charlotte for the Southern Super Series, presented by SDR. Virginia Sands Memorial 100 here from the dirt track at Charlotte, in loving memory of Miss Virginia Sands. Oh yeah. What a bunch of fast drivers here at a small track. It's really going to make it interesting. I'm not sure. I believe they might be doing a few hot laps. Let me see if I can get our race admin on the radio. He might be busy. I don't want to interrupt him right now. He's trying to sort out the starting order and how these guys are going to be lining up here in this main event. Who's going to be on the pole? Well, I have a feeling it's going to be Mr. David Cardwell with his son Hayden Cardwell alongside him, starting off in the first row. And in that second row, it's going to be the number 17, Zach Fine, but don't quote me on that. Just from what I've been witnessing, that's what I think. But we'll update you on that here shortly. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. If you are watching on YouTube, you can go back and rewind live. So I know you can't do it on Facebook, I don't believe. But if you are watching on YouTube, you can go back and rewind it. So if there's something that you wanted to see one more time, you missed it, hey, check us out on YouTube, SRTV Network. And if you like what you see tonight, you like watching dirt racing, hit that subscribe button, get those notifications. We go live on Sunday nights at 8 o'clock, and we also go live at 9:40 on Sunday nights. They run the Cup Series. It's asphalt. I know a lot of you guys are dirt ringers, but hey, we do dirt and asphalt on Sunday. We also do dirt on Monday with the International Dirt Association. On Mondays, we will go live at 9 p.m. Eastern time, that is. All right, well, looks like they're getting lined up. They're not gonna start in this order, but we will take a look at these guys as they sit on the track and get ready to run 100 laps here at the dirt track at Charlotte for the Virginia Sands Memorial. I'd love to get in an interview, but hey, it's, you know, things move so fast here. And I can't interrupt our race admin while he's working profusely, I'm sure, to make sure this event goes smoothly. So I'm not going to interrupt those guys. But hey, post-race, we'll try to talk to them. How about that? Oh, and I could get you some of you drivers out there, if you want to get, well, maybe not. If you got a Discord, maybe we could make something happen. We're kind of running out of time though. I wish we would have got a little more stuff together there pre-race. We could have made something happen, but it's been a long day. But it's going to end well here with a beautiful race here and at a beautiful track. And it is. Let's take a look at our weather here for tonight's race here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Tonight's race, the Virginia Sands Memorial. And the weather looks good there. Nice and cool. Track's nice and cool. 64 degrees. Partly cloudy. David Cardwell in the 07 machine right there. We know he's going to start right where he's at, along with that 021 machine of Hayden Cardwell. And I tell you what, we'll take a look at the 021 machine because he's got a special paint scheme. I can see it from right here. Look at that. How awesome is that? Shout out to Hayden, man. What a stand-up young man. Very fast, too. I think it's going to go green. These guys are going to sort out the starting grid. At least that's what I think. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe not. We'll cut the music. We'll get ready in case they go right here, because they might. Pretty sure they're going to swap positions here. Yeah, so the green flag's out right now. These guys are going to get in order where they belong. And we'll take you through our starting grid. They're going to do a 4-wide salute here for Virginia Sands in honor of the lovely Miss Virginia Sands. Beautiful. It's an honor to be a part of a great event like this here. But guess what? It's time to get dirty. So thanks to everybody that's out there watching. We got a good one coming to you here. 100 laps. And we're getting set to go green. It's going to be David Cardwell starting on the pole. He's going to have Hayden Cardwell alongside him. Second row inside, that's the 17 of Zach Fine with the 124 machine of Brandon Bolton on his outside. Third row is the 111 of Russell Snellings and the 35 machine of Chris McGuire. We got the 25 there, or the 35? The 25 of Spencer Swafford and the 725 of Mike Drury. The 211 of Dan Smolder is going to be fourth row outside. The number 9 of Jeffrey Mays. We got Chris McGuire there. Chris Webster. The number 1 machine with the 37 of Blake Cannon right there on the high side. From 06, the 00 of Scotty Grabanski. And the 89 of Darren Friedman. James Shirley out there in the 26 machine. The 33 of Bryant Ward, and we're racing here. It's going to be a battle up front right here with the Cardwells. David Cardwell up on the high side. Bailey is what his name is here tonight, but that's David Cardwell. And on the outside, on the inside is the 021 of Hayden, and the 444 lands upside down here on the first couple laps there. Derek Dryman, let's go back and take a look, see what happened to Derek. Oh, he hit that tire, flips him up in front of the field, but fortunately none of these guys got it hooked up with him, so it's going to be a single car incident there that brings out caution number 1. And we're 7 laps into this one, and it's a 91 lap race because time has been cut, I think. So I think they went a little bit over on their time. So iRacing cuts it down to a few laps short of 100 laps. But look at all these beautiful cars. The 021 and the 17 is Zach Fine right there. And yeah, Zach, we got that thing hooked up now. Trading Paints has updated, and it looks right. And it's a beautiful machine. All right, they're getting set to go green one more time. David Cardwell, the 07 with Hayden Cardwell alongside him up there in the first row. The 124, Brandon Bolton and Zach Fine in the second row. The 111 of Russell Snellings and Chris McGuire alongside him. Fourth row, Spencer Swafford and Jeffrey Mays. And the fifth row is going to be Dan Smolders and Mike Drury. Sixth row is Blake Cannon and Chris Webster. And that's going to take us to our seventh row. Scotty Grabanski in the 00, Darren Friedman in the 89s. The eighth row is going to be James Shirley there in the 26. And the 54 of Mason Lynch. Ninth row is going to be Darren Literal in the 83. Green flags getting ready to come out. The pace truck is off of the racing surface, and it's going to be on David Cardwell to hammer down here one more time and send them slideways down into turn one. We're back green. Side by side, the Cardwells up front. Hayden trying to steal away that lead from his dad, David. David fighting hard on the inside, but Hayden Cardwell clears that 07 and leads for the first time here tonight in the Virginia Sands Memorial. New leader, Hayden Cardwell. Coming off of turn number 4. One more time to complete that lap. Right now it's Hayden Cardwell, David Cardwell, Brandon Bolton, and Zach Fine. It's your top four, and we're back under caution. The 00 might have got hooked up in that one. Let's take a look. Oh, little contact there. Him and the 725 of Mike Drury there. Scotty Grabansky hooks up with Mike Drury there. Both of them get a little bit of damage. It's going to be caution number 2 here early in this one. Not quite what Hayden Cardwell wanted to see, and probably exactly what David Cardwell wanted to see. As David Cardwell, he's going to have to start from the outside here, and he's going to get a shot at being side by side with that number 021. He's going to get another shot at taking home this lead, taking away the lead from Hayden. Brandon Bolton in third, Zach Fine in fourth. Chris McGuire's up to fifth to round out the top 5, and Derek Dryman gets his lap back there. Pace trucks off the racing surface here one more time. And they're going to restart single file this time. Hayden Cardwell puts the hammer down. David Cardwell right behind him there. Brandon Bolton, Zach Fine, and Chris McGuire there. Still top 5. Great restart for these guys. This might open up the door for some great racing right here. You see the 35, McGuire, he's side by side with the 17. They make a little bit of contact there. Oh, the tire. The 17 catches the tire and throws him over end. Man, what a hit there from the 17. That's Zach Fine. Let's jump on board here. Take a ride with Zach as he went end over end there. Find out what happened to the 17. As you see the 35 down on the bottom as they hook just a little bit there, and it sends that car out of control. And voila. Actually, I want to watch that again. I want to give this one a 8. That's an 8. He lands on his feet. Oh, wow, the 83. Wow, that puts Zach Fine in the pits. He's going to have to get a new car and come back out. I'm sure they brought a few cars here tonight, so his race isn't over just yet. So don't count out. They will give laps back. You seen the 444 getting laps back earlier there, Derek Dryman. So don't count out Zach Fine. We still got a long way to go. 80 more laps here in this one. That's going to change up the top 5 just a little bit. So we'll go through our running order right now. Hayden Cardwell, he's still your leader. David Cardwell in second, Brandon Bolton, Chris McGuire, and Russell Snellings sneaks up into the top 5 in that 111. Hayden Cardwell hammers down here again. David Cardwell not going to let Hayden get away too far here. He is hot on his trail. And they have opened up a nice little lead there over the 124. Brandon Bolton is running strong in that third spot there. Fourth is going to be Russell Snellings and Spencer Swafford. They are a little bit, they got some racing going on right there between those two. And you got the 211 there. Dan Smolders. He's trying to put the moves on the driver of the 25. That's Spencer Swafford there. All single file right now. Let's take a look back up front. Hayden Cardwell looking good out front as he leads another lap as we're 25 laps in to a 100 lap race. Now it says 100. What's up with that? Oh well, it was supposed to be 100 anyways, but it did say 91 earlier. You can rewind it. I'm not crazy. Well, I wouldn't say I'm not. I just don't claim it. Looks like David Cardwell's having some trouble keeping up there with Hayden. Let's jump inside the cockpit here with David and see what it's like to be out there on the track. See these guys, looks like David Cardwell running just a little bit different groove there than our race leader Hayden. Hayden, no stranger at being up front and leading laps, and that's what he's doing right now as he is looking to lead 90 laps here at the dirt track at Charlotte and take home the win. But we need a caution here so we can get Zach Fine back up on the lead lap, because I want to see this battle between these three. If this thing goes green, I'd be surprised, but we'll just have to wait and see. There we go. And we're back under caution here. We got one of them sitting on the track. It's the 00 of Scotty Kurbanski. And he quickly goes down one lap. Let's go back and take a look on the replay. See what kind of trouble. It looks like he's got a lot of damage there on the front end of that machine there. And then a little bit of contact. Him and Mookie Haney get hooked together. And around he goes. The 17 of Zach Fine gets wrapped up in that one as well. Zach Fine can't catch a break here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Man, what a tough break for the 17 machine to get caught up one more time here, because that was his chance to get put back onto the lead lap. Maybe it ain't over still. I'm not going to give up on the 17 just yet. You know, I picked it earlier. I picked him earlier to get the win. There he is, sliding through the shot there to get another lap back here. Right now, he's 3 laps down. Well, let's see if he can get 3 laps here as we watch him take his wave around laps. See if we can get him back on the lead lap. Beautiful paint job, by the way. It says, we miss you there on the rear quarter panel there. And a nice little picture of the lovely Miss Virginia Sands on the hood. And right now, he's 1 lap down now. He's got 2 of them back, so he's only 1 lap down now. So hopefully the 17 can catch another caution and get back up on the lead lap and work his way back up to the field. But that's a long way. If you take a look way back here and then you take a look way up here, that's a long way to go, but hey, maybe he can do it here. We're back green flag racing here for the Virginia Sands Memorial 100 at the dirt track in Charlotte. Our race leader Hayden Cardwell gets a great restart there over David Cardwell. Brandon Bowden in 3rd, Chris McGuire in 4th, and the 111 machine of Russell Snelling still holding on to that number 5 spot. starting to get dark. I see the lights. The lights are on at the racetrack now. So the sun is setting here at the dirt track at Charlotte. I wonder if that's going to change how this racetrack is going to handle, how these cars are going to handle out there as we go from a sunny, partly cloudy to night, which is pretty awesome. The day-night transition here at iRacing.com. Well, we got a great race going on right now. Right now we're looking at David Cardwell. He's starting to drop back just a little bit. Hayden Cardwell out front for just a tick under a second over David Cardwell. Brandon Bolden, he is all over the back of that 07 of David Cardwell there. That's your top three. And then we are back under caution one more time, which is exactly what the 17 needs to see here so he can get them laps back here. He is the first car that is one or more laps down. Also, the 00 of Scotty Grabinski is a lap down or more. I think 4 laps down. And we have one car that's out of this event here. It's going to be the 11 of Dustin Sizemore, currently scored in 27th. We watched Zach get his laps back here. This will put him back onto the lead lap here with a little over 50 laps to go. So he'll be back on the lead lap, and he'll have 50 laps to work his way up through the field. Up front, Hayden Cardwell still the race leader. Brandon Bolden in third. David Cardwell, he's stuck in the middle of those two guys. Chris McGuire in fourth, Russell Snellings in fifth, Spencer Swafford in sixth, Dan Smolders in seventh, Jeffrey Mays in eighth, Blake Kane in ninth, and Chris Webster rounds out the top 10 here as we're approaching halfway of this Virginia Sands Memorial 100. James, you cheat. Nice paint. Glad to see you guys chatting it up out there. George is out there. James Normal Jr. Tiffany Mays. Noah Samples. Travis and Darlene Sands, Brian Cardwell, Jamie Sands fine, Zach, Brian, here we go. Green again. And the lights are starting to show on the racetrack here as the sun is setting very quickly. Hayden Cardwell, another great restart. And he is already out to a half-second lead there over the 07 of Cardwell. Cardwell just can't seem to time those restarts to get a handle on Hayden, as Hayden stole the lead away early in this one and continues to dominate here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Top 3 hasn't changed. What has changed? Chris McGuire, the 35 machine. This guy has been working his way around these cars, and right now he's up in the 4th position there, running along the bottom. He's got the number 11 of Russell Snellings on his outside. What line's going to prevail, the top or the bottom? Chris looking good down on the bottom. And then the caution comes out here one more time to slow these guys down. And it's going to be Troy Stuckwish this time, wrapped up in an incident. So let's take a look on the instant replay, find out what happened. Actually, I believe he just got caught up in it. No, contact with the wall. Yeah, nowhere to go. Troy Stuckwish gets caught in it. The 78 of Chris Orencia as well. And Troy says, I've had enough. Look at that pace truck go. Pace truck might be the fastest one out there. Alright, so let's get an update on my pick tonight, which is the 17. Right now, the 17, he's right there. He's up to 21st, so he's picked up about 6 spots here on that last start. Still running a little bit further back than I would like, but hey, we got 48 laps to go in this one as the 33 of Bryant Ward makes his way back out onto the track after getting some service down on pit row. Under caution, number 6 this time here. Settle down, guys. They're trying to make it hard on Hayden. They keep giving him a chance. Oh. My bad. Let's go back here. We're gonna have to watch this restart here one more time because we kind of missed it there. They go back green. David Cardwell times that restart just a little bit better. Closes in on Hayden Cardwell there through 1 and 2. The caution is out, but we're on a delay right now, so we'll go watch this here in just a second. Right here, it's under green though, as Hayden Cardwell tries to hold off David Cardwell. And I apologize for that. I missed the restart, so I'm running it back for you guys here. He gets up side by side with Hayden Cardwell, throws the slider across the nose. Hayden crosses him over to retake the lead, and out of nowhere, a lap car. And Hayden Cardwell has nowhere to go. Wow, that hurts. I don't know what to say. I almost hear Hayden. I almost hear Hayden Cardwell yelling about that, you know. Because if you take a look from his cockpit here, nowhere to go. Oh, Zach Fine. It was the 17 right there that Hayden hit. So those two guys, not the ones that wanted to collect each other. Oh man, now both of these guys are going to be coming from the back, so Zach Fine has a little bit of trouble, gets wrapped up in something and tries to get that car off the racetrack as the leaders are coming by. And Hayden Cardwell, as he's battling David Cardwell, has nowhere to go. And what a hit there as Zach Fine flies up in the air about what, 20 feet? What do you say, about 20, 30 feet? It was pretty high. Oh, Hayden knocked that one out of the ballpark. All right, well, they're going to give it back to Hayden here because that's how they do it, and I don't blame them here. So Hayden Cardwell, he's going to retake the lead, and green flag is out here, and we're back racing one more time. 40 to go here for the Virginia Sands Memorial 100, and David Cardwell, he said, I don't want it that way. Get back up here and let's duke it out on the track. And that's what they're doing right now as they slide down through 1 and 2. David Cardwell side by side with his son up on the high side. The 021 with a little bit more speed there through the corner and down that straightaway. David putting some pressure on him. Let's see if Hayden can hold off a hard charging David Cardwell here. The 124 starting to move into the picture there. Brandon Bolton. Oh, Hayden into the wall just a little bit. Brandon Bolton throws it down in there in contact with him and David, and that sends Brandon Bolton down to the inside of the track. The infield stuck on a tire, I believe, and no caution. That's gonna stay green. Wow, yeah, Zach's having a rough night, I'd say, but it's not over till it's over right now. He's in 21st, and yeah, he's quite a few laps down, but he's still out there on the racetrack. Here comes Chris McGuire, the 35. He's side by side with David Cardwell. A little bit of contact there. Nothing unusual there. And we got a three-way battle there. The 37 loses some ground as he was approaching. Now, Blake Cannon in that 37 machine. He's battling Russell Snellings there. That's for 4th. Blake Cannon in 5th right now. And Chris McGuire is trying to take away that number 2 spot from David Cardwell. And these guys are all over each other. This is 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Chris McGuire, he got a lot of damage on that right front now as he hits the wall pretty hard there. A little bit of contact there. Blake Cannon sends it down into 1, but he's very, very careful not to get into the 111 of Russell Snellings. Very classy move there. He could have doored him and knocked him all the way up into the wall, man, but Blake Cannon says, "No, I don't want it that way. I want it the real way." But when all that happened, one thing I noticed is David Cardwell checked out. He said, But guess what? The caution's back out one more time, and they're going to rack them up here again. And they're going to try to make Hayden Cardwell mess up one of these restarts here. I'm not sure why we're under caution. Maybe we can. I'll try something. See if we can find out what it is here. Oh, it's a shouldn't have been a caution, but here, I'll show you. So the 129 is sideways there, and that triggers the caution flag to come out. So not really a crash out there, just oh, the 00. Scotty Grabansky, that's what happened. Okay, him and Dustin Sizemore tangled up there just a little bit, and there's our real caution. So yeah, my little magic button was wrong that time, which is unusual, but hey, we found out what happened. Wow, we've had a lot of action here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. It's been a crazy race here, but it's been a whole lot of fun to watch these guys out there duking it out, especially up front. These guys has put on a great show, and this thing's winding down here as we're approaching lap number 75 this time when they cross the line. It's going to be a 25 laps to go. Can Hayden Cardwell hold off David Cardwell? Can a 37 of Blake Cannon sneak up in there and steal the show? What about that 111 of Russell Snellings? The number 9 of Jeffrey Mays or Spencer Swafford? Green flags back out here. Oh, caution again. We got somebody in trouble here. I believe Devin Rooks might be involved in that, and the number 13. So one more time we go to the instant replay to find out. Whoa, trouble right there. It was the 1 of Chris Webster. Let's check it out one more time here. They get tangled up there. The one of Chris Webster, the 26. Also James Shirley, Devin Rooks in that one. The 51 of Buddy Mills Jr. got caught up a little bit, so that's going to slow these guys down. And this is kind of working out in the favor of Blake Cannon. I've watched Blake Cannon run, I'd say, about 50 races. I've seen him race quite a bit. And you better watch out for this 37 machine. He's known to steal away the win. And right now, he's in a good position to do it. Of course, they're doing single file restart, so it's not going to be as easy as maybe a double file restart here. But don't count out any of these guys in the top 5. But I know one thing, it's going to be hard to get around that 021, and he has led a lot of laps here tonight. But what's important is leading that very last lap. I'm interested to see, can David Cardwell finally get around Hayden? Or is he going to get stuck battling with Blake Cannon for that number 2 spot while Hayden Cardwell rides off into the night light? The sunset, the night light, whatever. It's dark. Ain't no sunset. All right, we're green here. Let's see how it's going to go down. David Cardwell throws it down in there. Loses a little momentum in doing so. The 37 of Blake Cannon crosses him over. It slides across the nose of David Cardwell. They're going to be 3 wide. Hayden Cardwell, he says, I'm out. Blake Cannon can't get it done that time, so it's still Hayden Cardwell, David Cardwell, Blake Cannon, your top 3. The 021 of Hayden Cardwell doing everything right, hitting his marks, and he is still the race leader here. He has held off David Cardwell for 84 laps so far. Now David's got his hands full of Blake Cannon. He holds him off one more time. Blake throws it in up to the high side. David opens up a little bit of gap on that straightaway. That 37 machine has tried everything to get around David Cardwell, but has not succeeded. What number is Marcus? I don't think you made the show there, Oscar. I don't see a Marcus. Mark Hansen. I don't see a Marcus. Sorry about that. We got a battle here, and it's going to be Blake Cannon taking over that number 2 spot after battling with David Cardwell for about 15 laps. Hayden Cardwell has opened up a can of you-know-what right here at the dirt track of Charlotte. 10 laps to go. Hayden Cardwell, your leader. Blake Cannon in second. David Cardwell in third. Jeffrey Mays in that number 9. He's up to 4th, and Russell Snellings rounds out the top 5. As this thing is coming to a close, David Cardwell making another stab at it here to try to finish 1-2. But Blake Cannon holding on. As they bounce through these turns, man, these cars Beautiful track here at the dirt track at Charlotte, and that's gonna pull out the caution. Wow. We had a car flipping. Not sure who it was. The 54 and the 11. Let's take a look here, see what happened. Oh, Mason Lynch hits that inside tire there as he was trying to slide under Buddy Mills Jr. And then Dustin Sizemore with nowhere to go. He gets collected in that as well. And that's going to make this interesting here because we're going to have another restart with about 4 laps to go, maybe 5. We'll see. Yeah, it's going to be 4 laps. It's going to be 4 laps left here for the Virginia Sands Memorial 100 from the dirt track at Charlotte. And it's been total domination so far from Hayden Cardwell. Believe he is 06 Motorsports right now. Looks like 06 Motorsports is running 1-2. Hayden Cardwell, Blake Cannon. And then we have David Cardwell in the 07, Jeffrey Mays and Russell Snellings. And this will be the last restart this time. Let's see if Hayden Cardwell can hold off Blake Cannon. Oh, little stack up there on the restart. Everything gets sorted out and Hayden Cardwell gets a good restart. Blake Cannon hot on his tail here as they slide through 1 and 2. 2/10 separating first and second. Coming to 3 laps to go this time by. Hayden Cardwell looking good up on the high side, but Blake Cannon putting the pressure on. Running out of time. He's going to throw it down in there. Not quite. The caution comes out. They're going to run this out. No more cautions. Oh, they are going to slow it down. Wow. Surprised. I am surprised. It's 2 laps to go this time by, so if this finishes under caution, that will be the end of it. That's going to give the win to Hayden Cardwell here. And I believe that is the case. They are not going to run this one out. So it's going to be one more time around under caution for Cardwell up front, as he's celebrating inside the cockpit of that 021. So we're watching him run around here under caution for the last time. And he's going to be the winner here for the Virginia Sands Memorial 100 from the dirt track at Charlotte. Hayden Cardwell dominated here tonight as he celebrates his win at a very special race in honor of Virginia Sands. He's gonna pull off the win. Wow, what in the world did he just do? Hayden Cardwell pulls off the win. Blake Cannon in second. David Cardwell comes home third. And we're gonna pull up our unofficial, I guess they can be official, they're official race results here for tonight's race. The Southern Super Series, presented by SDR, the Virginia Sands Memorial 100 from the dirt track at Charlotte. Hayden Cardwell takes home the win, the checkered flag. Blake Cannon comes home in second. David Cardwell in third. Jeffrey Mays and Russell Snellings rounds out the top 5. And hang on, you guys, we got driver interviews coming up. We're going to get a word in with our race winner and also with our 3rd place finisher. So hang tight. Coming home 6th, it's going to be Darren Friedman, Derek Drummond in 7th, Bryant Ward in 8th, Curtis Uphoff in 9th, Mike Drury rounds out the top 10, Spencer Swafford, James Shirley, Chris Webster, Buddy Mills Jr., David Rooks, Brandon Weatherford, Mason Lynch, Brandon Bowden, Dustin Sizemore, and a fast Chris McGuire going to finish in 20th position tonight after throwing in the towel. Scotty Grabansky comes home 21st. Zach Fine in 22nd. Chris Orencia, Dan Smolders, Troy Stuckwish, and Mookie Haney rounds out the field for all the cars that qualified for the main event here tonight. J. Darren Literal, the first one to not make the race. Jay Place, Will Bailey, Adam Bradley showed up for this event. And also Michael Grinner, Shane James, and Caden Jackson. What a race here tonight. Well, let's see if we can get a talk in with our race winner, Hayden Cardwell. Hayden Cardwell, Jay Weezy, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, what a race. I mean, total domination out there tonight for you. You had a fast car and a special paint scheme on that thing, and it couldn't have come down to a better person, man. Great job out there.
Yes, sir. Thank you. It was a wild race for sure.
Oh yeah, what was the key to bringing home and holding off David Cardwell and Blake Cannon?
I guess just get out front and try to run a steady race, but I'm sure y'all saw there was caution and I kind of got in a wreck, and David was allowing me to get my spot back. I can't thank him enough for that. I'm sure nobody else would do that, but for that, it was all in all good enough.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I would have done it too. You know, it's a shame. You know, it was Zach Fine, you know, and I hate to see it for him. He had a tough night tonight, but yeah, he just couldn't get it off the track, man. You were battling with David right there, and yeah, man, you deserved it. You know, you deserved the win as well. So congratulations tonight for winning the Southern Super Series presented by SDR's Virginia Sands Memorial 100 at the dirt track at Charlotte with a beautiful paint job on that thing. You dominated this race, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. I just want to go ahead and thank, first off, I want to thank Zach and David for putting this race on. It's pretty awesome. We had 10 cars. I want to thank everyone at 06 Motorsports. We've had a ton of success ever since I got on with them. Just can't thank everybody enough.
Man, it was an honor to be up here, man, to watch you guys out there. And as always, it's an honor to talk to you, man. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to move on to our second place finisher, Blake Cannon. Let's see if we can find him on the radio. Blake Cannon, is Jay Weezy. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Jay Weezy.
Man, you come from nowhere, man. Started 12th, worked your way up there. You was stuck in 3rd there for a second. You just kept battling with David, and it paid off, man. You got around him, and you started messing with Hayden there for a second, man. Anything you could have done different to get around him to take the win?
I really struggled all night throughout hot laps and qualifying, and to start 12th was pretty much an accomplishment for me already because I was struggling. So kind of set my race car up for the long run. I really didn't know what the track was going to do with them doing some track work. So I just hoped for the best, and it really come to me about halfway. You know, halfway I was still riding the 9th. So I made a lot of passes in a short time to get up there.
Yeah, you think if you had a few more laps, man, you might have been able to do something? It seemed like your car was just getting faster the longer this race went on.
It's hard to say, David and Hayden, the Cardwells are always going to be fast at Charlotte. It's a given. Just to be able to be competitive with them two is pretty much an honor in these cars because I usually don't run them much. So I might have had something for Hayden if we could have went green. I felt like I was going to at least have one last shot at him before the checkered, and I was gonna send it. I wasn't gonna wreck him, but I was gonna send it, and unfortunately, it just didn't work out. But the top three raced really clean. They all did a heck of a job. So I just got to thank David, for racing me clean, racing Hayden clean. Really made for a good broadcast and a good race.
Oh man, I love watching you guys out there. It was awesome, man. Hey, congratulations, another great run for 06, man. Anybody you want to thank besides that?
Well, you already know what's coming, but no, I just got to thank everybody at 06. You got Daniel, Mason, Hayden, Jordan, and they do a heck of a job week in and week out. We're just we're getting better and better as a team. I just can't thank them enough for the opportunity and for everybody coming together and really moving forward with the whole program. So we're really excited for all the races in the future, and I feel like we're going to be in the mix a lot more. Just got to thank Augusta Aquatics, Easy Go, and Maxis as well. So. And we got to thank you, Jay Weezy. Can't leave you up.
Hey, man. Appreciate it. Hey, man, I'm going to admit it, though, man. I'm a Blake Cannon fan. Good job tonight.
I appreciate it, man. Hope to talk to you a little bit later.
Absolutely. All right, let's see if we can word in with our third place finish. It says Bailey Cardwell, but it's David Cardwell. Let's see if we can talk to him here. David Cardwell, it's Jay Weezy. You got a copy?
I got you, man.
Man, you was strong out there tonight. Seemed like you was struggling on the restarts just a little bit. Anything you could have done different, man? And how was it battling with Blake there for a minute? He finally got around you, man, but you come home third.
Yeah, man. Mine was a little sluggish on, on takeoff. I was pulling a 506, so it was a little lazy. But once I got going, I was as fast as Hayden. But I couldn't make the clean pass on him without hitting him and beating up on him some. And I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to take the lead by doing something like that. But then I jumped the cushion and let Blake get by me. But, hey, enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah, man. You guys put on a heck of a show out there. A lot of side-by-side racing there. You got up there a couple times and messed around with him, but for the most part, man, he was fast out there tonight. So, you got to kind of tip your hat to that too, man. That's your little man.
Hey, listen, Hayden's my nephew, and he's one of the best on the game. And when it comes to him, he's tough to beat, and Blake as well. Them two guys, if you can just hang with them, be competitive with them, you've done something. And like I said, them two, that's as good as it gets.
Hey, it was an honor, man, to be a part of this event tonight, man. Thanks to you, special thanks to you for putting on this event, in memory of Virginia Sands, man. It was awesome, man. Great race, 100 lapper. Had a few cautions, man, but a lot of action out there on the track. What do you say?
Oh yeah, cautions that comes with it, man. Any league I've played in, it's the same type stuff. It just happens. But this was a special event. Zach's like a kid to me. He's like my own son, and we just thought we'd do this neat little deal. His family, he had a tough time, and but enjoyed it. I can't thank Zach enough. He's basically my teammate on the game, and we enjoy it. He's helped me a lot, and I help him a lot. He's a good.
You think he'd be interested in an interview?
Oh yeah, Zach would love to talk to you, man.
Hey man, I'm gonna try to get a word in with him. Let him know.
Okay, man, we'll do.
That was David Cardwell, man. He come home third tonight. He fought hard for it though. Kept getting up next to him. Couldn't quite pull off the pass there on his nephew. And I called him his son there earlier. I was a little bit confused on that. That's my apologies. But that's his nephew, Hayden Cardwell, that pulled off the win. Let's see if we can find Zach. We're going to sneak Zach up in here real quick. See if we can find him on the radio here. Hang on now, where is he at? All right, bear with me. Here we go. Zach, fine. Is Jay Weezy, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Hey, man, you struggled out there tonight, man, but tell us a little bit about your race, man. It was pretty eventful.
Yeah, we was pretty good in hot laps qualifying. I don't know. We just got into it with Chris in the future, but it's racing.
Oh, absolutely, man. You know, we had a lot of fun watching you guys out there, especially you. You was my pick out there tonight, and what a great paint job on the car, man. Tell us about it.
Yeah, Spencer Swaffer made it for me. He threw it together real quick. It really means a lot to me that he'd do that, so I got to give a big shout out to him.
Absolutely, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming up here and talking with me. It was an honor to be able to do this event and in honor of Virginia Sands. So, hey, man, I'm glad you at least had fun out there. What was you thinking when you seen Hayden coming off of turn 2 there and kind of hit you?
I tried to get out of the way. I did, but it just so fast.
Yeah, he kind of sent you set sail there for a minute, huh?
Yeah, I think I should end up in the hospital after that hit.
Yeah, it was tough, man. But you know, good thing. I'm glad they put him back up there where he belonged. You know, they were battling hard there, and I seen you trying to get off the track, man. Hey, man, appreciate you, and we'll talk to you later.
All right, we'll see y'all.
That was Zach Fine, the driver of this number 17, man, which was my pick here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. And tonight was a special race here at the dirt track at Charlotte, the Virginia Sands Memorial 100. Thanks to everybody for coming out here tonight in memory of Miss Virginia Marie Michael Sands. And you know what time it is. You know what I say. Hey, my name's Jay Weezy. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching the race. Thanks for chatting it up with me. And until next time, keep getting dirty and have a great night.